Hello once again, welcome to MirrymasCrafts, and today I'm going to show you how to crochet this beautiful handbag here. So this one here is a medium-sized handbag and it is a 1-row repeat. This is the bean stitch, and we're also going to be crocheting using the single crochet for the bottom and the top part of the handbag. So this one is very simple to crochet even if you are a crochet beginner. So this is our handbag, and if you want you can line the inside with lining and then put a zipper. So let's see what we're going to need for us to crochet this bag. So our bag here, if you measure the width, it is about 34 centimeters, and then the height 21 centimeters. So for the bag, you're going to need a scissors, you're going to need stitch markers, about 7 of them. You're going to need these D-rings here for the handle, a pair of them. You're also going to need a crochet hook. This one here, I used a 6mm crochet hook, and it corresponds to the size of yarn that I'm going to be using. I'm using macrame cord. This one here is 4mm thick polyester macrame cord. However, if you don't have this, you can use any other type of yarn that you have. Even t-shirt yarn can do. Just make sure that you're using a corresponding crochet hook. You're also going to need a needle for fastening off the ends and joining the handle to the D-rings. This handmade tag here is optional. If you don't have it, it's still fine. So this is what we're going to need. So let's begin. So we're going to begin with a chain of 11. And if you want a smaller bag, just reduce the number of chains. These chains determine the size of the base of the bag. And if you want a bigger bag, just increase the number of chains. And the chain 11 here is for the width of the base of the bag. Okay, so here, this is my slip knot. Chain 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we have 11 chains. So we're going to begin the first row, and this is going to be single crochet in US terms and double crochet in UK terms. So here at the beginning, turn your chains so that you see this back bars or thread loops here, or the back bump, these ones. Okay, so that's where we're going to be inserting our hook. So skip the first one and insert into the second one from the hook. Pick up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops on the hook. So this is my first single crochet. Into the next one, insert, pull through, yarn over, pull through again, my second single crochet. In the next, insert, yarn over, and then pull through. So we now have 3 single crochets. I'm going to continue up until all the chains are done. So here I've just finished the first row, and if you're to count your stitches, you find that you have 10 stitches. So moving on to the next row, you chain 1, and this chain 1 does not count as a stitch. And then we're going to begin in the very first stitch for our first stitch for the second row. So we're going to continue with single crochet, insert here, yarn over, and then pull through again into the next stitch. So inserting our hook below these top 2 loops here, like this. Okay, and then work 1 single crochet. So we're putting 1 single crochet in each stitch. 1 single crochet. In the next, 1 single crochet. So let's continue up until the second row is done. So here I finished the second row. I chain 1 and then we turn. So for the third row, we're going to repeat the second row. So in the first stitch, we put 1 single crochet. In the following stitch, 1 single crochet again, like that. So make sure that you maintain the same number of stitches and making sure that you crochet into the very last stitch. So let's repeat the second row, putting 1 single crochet in each stitch up until we have 24 rows, and then come back. Welcome back. So we now have 24 rows, and if you're to measure the length of our base is 25 centimeters, and then the width is 12 centimeters. So if you want a bigger bag, you can keep on adding more rows here. So next we're going to mark the first stitch of the row that we just did here, and then we want to start crocheting along the edges right round up until we're back here at the starting point. So at each corner we're going to be putting 2 single crochets, okay, and then along the edges for each row you put 1 single crochet. So here at this corner here I'm going to put another single crochet like this, and then for this row along the edges you just find somewhere to insert your hook and then work a single crochet like this, and then 1 single crochet. Okay, for the next row here I'm going to insert here and then work a single crochet. Okay, again for this one, like this. So I'm just going to repeat that up until we're at this corner here. So welcome back. So I've done this side and we're now at this corner here. Remember we said at each and every corner we're going to put 2 single crochets. So here I'm just going to put another one here, and then you find that this side we have stitches, so we're just going to be inserting a hook below those top 2 loops here, and then work 1 single crochet like this, and then in the next one one single crochet, like this. So I'm going to continue, and then again at this corner you put 2 single crochets, and then you continue along this edge repeating what we did this side, 1 single crochet for each row, and then let's meet towards the end here. Welcome back. So we've done single crochet right round and we're now back here at the starting point. So before we proceed, you may want to count the total number of your stitches and make sure that they're in the multiples of 2. Here I have 68 stitches and that is a multiple of 2, so we're going to proceed. If it is not, let's say if it was 67, you just add 1 more stitch here to make them 68. Okay, so here I have 68. Next we're going to crochet slip stitch. So this is the starting point, so I'm going to remove my stitch marker here, and then I'm going to insert my hook below the two loops of the stitch, pick up a loop, okay, like this, and then pull through this. So this is going to be the first stitch, this one, okay. So in the next one, insert your hook, pull through the loop on the hook in the following. Okay, so we now have 3 slip stitches. Okay, so I'm going to continue right round up until we're back here at the starting point. So this is the final base of our bag, and it is 28 centimeters in length and slightly above 14 centimeters in width. So next we're going to start crocheting the sides. So here if you turn, you find that we have 3 loops on the sides here. We have 1, 2, and then 3, and this is the first stitch. Okay, it has got 3 loops, this one, and this one. For the first round of the sides, we're going to be inserting a hook in the back loop, this one, okay, this one, okay. So here I'm going to pull up this loop on the hook slightly higher, and then I'm going to insert in the back loop here, pick up a loop like this, yarn over, insert again, pick up a loop, 4 loops on the hook, yarn over, insert again, pick up a loop, 6 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all the 6 loops on the hook, and then we chain 1. I'm going to remove this stitch marker here, and we're going to put it here, okay, this long loop here. So next we're going to skip the next stitch, and then in this one, in the back loop, insert, pick up a loop, yarn over, insert again in the same loop, pick up a loop, yarn over again, insert, then pick up a loop. So make sure that before you yarn over the last time, you have 6 loops on the hook. So yarn over, pull through all the 6 loops on the hook, and then you chain 1. Okay, next you skip a stitch, skip this one, and then in here insert, pick up a loop, yarn over, insert again, yarn over, insert again, 6 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all the 6 loops, and then chain 1 like this. Okay, so I'm going to repeat the sequence. Next you skip a stitch, and then you repeat what we just did with the other puffs here. So let's do that right round up until we're towards the end here. Welcome back. So we're almost at the end of the first round of the sides, and here we are left with 1 stitch. So you should be left with 1 stitch at the end of the first round of the sides. And here I just did the chain 1. So here you're going to skip that stitch. Okay, this one, this is the last stitch. Okay, remember we had 3 loops, 1, 2, 3. So we're going to skip it, and then we're going to come, okay, and then we want to insert our hook just below this long stitch here, this long loop here with the stitch marker. And this is going to be the first stitch, or the first pin stitch of the second round. So you're going to insert here, and then you're going to work a puff here. Six loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all, and then chain 1. So you're going to come and you're going to mark this one. This is the first stitch of the second round. So next we are now going to be inserting our hook here. Okay, so we just inserted this one. So next we insert here, we have this space at the front of the puff here. Okay, so if you come again, we have this space, and then here we have the space, and then here we have the space. So that's where we're inserting our hook now. So I'm going to come here, and then pick up a loop, yarn over, insert again, pick up a loop, yarn over, insert again, pick up a loop. So 6 loops on the hook, go through all the 6, and then chain 1. Okay, like this. Again, we come here, so insert, pick up a loop, and over, insert, pick up a loop, and over, pick up a loop. Okay, 6 loops on the hook, and over, pull through all the 6 loops, and then chain 1. Okay, like this. So let's do one more. So we're coming and we're inserting our hook here. Okay, and over, okay, 6 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all the 6 loops, and then chain 1. Okay, so I'm going to repeat the sequence right round up until we're towards the end of the second round. Welcome back. So I'm almost done with the second round, and you can see here, this is, remember, this is the starting point. So I just did the chain 1 here, so we skip the stitch and then we move here and start the third round. Okay, so here, just go on here, just repeat the pattern. Okay, yarn over, pull through all the 6 loops, and then we chain 1. So remember, this is the first chain, the first stitch of the round. Okay, like this, and then we repeat again. So becoming, inserting a hook here, okay, here, here, okay. So let's do that, repeating the second round that we just did up until we have 10 rounds and then come back. So right now we have 2. Let's add 8 more rounds and then come back. Welcome back. So I've done 12 rounds here. So instead of 10, I've added 2 more to make them 12. So if you want, you can keep on adding rounds here to increase the height of the bag. So this is our bag. Okay, and you can see that the opening is so wide. So next we're going to change the type of stitch and we're going to start crocheting single crochet. So here I just did a chain 1, so I'm just going to skip this one and move into the first stitch of the round, and then we're going to put 1 single crochet, and this is single crochet in US terms and double crochet in UK terms. So you work a single crochet like this. So remember to mark the first stitch of the round. And then next into the following stitch. Now we are not skipping a stitch, okay? We're putting 1 single crochet into every stitch like that. Next here, okay, so just insert your hook below those top 2 loops and then work 1 single crochet into the next one here and single crochet like this. So I'm going to repeat right round up until we're back at the starting point. Welcome back. So we've done single crochet right round, and next you're going to lay your bag flat like this. Make sure that the base is divided equally on both sides, okay? And then we have 6 stitch markers here. So want to mark the points that we're going to fold inwards to reduce the opening of our bag. So here we have 68 stitches. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to mark 2 stitches along the edge, one here and then the other one here, and then the remaining stitches we're going to divide them into 2. So for 68, if we mark one here and another one here, we remain with 66 stitches. So that means from that point to this point we should have 33 stitches, and then the other side we should have 33 stitches, so that altogether our stitches become 68. Okay, so just do the math if you have a different number of stitches. So next I'm going to mark here along the edges, okay, at the top here. So let's mark this one, and then I'm going to start counting in the next stitch, okay, not this one but the following one. Okay, so I'm going to mark 33 stitches. So this one here, this is stitch number 33. Okay, I started counting from this one. So instead of marking in this 33, the stitch number 33, I'm going to mark in the following stitch, okay, like this, so that if you count your stitches beginning in this one to this point, you should have 33 stitches. And then again from the other side, if you start counting from the next stitch, not including these ones, the marked ones, you should also have 33 stitches on the other side. So next we're going to count 5 stitches, okay, so that excludes this one. Okay, so I start counting in the following stitch. That's 1 2 3 4 5, and then I mark. Okay, you do again on the other side, 1 2 3 4 5, okay, and then I mark like this. Okay, 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. So you repeat again on this other side. Start counting here. 1 2 3 4 5. On the other side, 1 2 3 4 5, like this. Okay, so we no longer need those red stitch markers. I'm going to remove them like this. So let's continue with single crochet. So remember, this one is marking the starting point. Okay, so we'll put one single crochet in each stitch. Sorry. Like that. So we're going to skip all these stitches here, so they should be 11. So you're going to skip including this one that is marked, that is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Okay, so what you do is you fold your bag inwards here. Okay, and then you're going to insert your hook in the next stitch from this one that is marked here. Okay, and then you're going to work one single crochet like this. So we've skipped the stitches here, and you can remove the stitch markers, we no longer need them. So again, we turn our bag, and then we continue with one single crochet in each stitch. So here again, we repeat what we did on the other side. Fold your bag inwards, skip all those stitches including the ones that are marked. Insert your hook into the next stitch from the one that is marked, and then work one single crochet like this. So I'm just going to continue with one single crochet here up until I'm back here at the starting point. So here we're now back at the starting point, and this is our bag. So next we want to put the buckles or the D-rings, this ones for the handle. Okay, so you want to put them along the edges here. Okay, so what you can do here is you can mark the stitch that is above the fold that we did. So we're just going to mark there, and we're going to put the D-ring there. Okay, and then again this side here. Okay, so here we continue with single crochet, one single crochet in each stitch. So here I'm going to place my D-ring here. Okay, so let's remove the stitch marker. So I insert my hook through the D-ring, and then through the stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then you crochet your single crochet like that. So we're going to do again in the following stitch here. Okay, this, and then pull through. So it's now in place. So I'm going to continue with 1 single crochet in each stitch, and then we're going to repeat what we just did here on the other side here, and then we continue with 1 single crochet. Let's meet on the starting point here. Welcome back. So we've put the buckles, and now we're back at the starting point. So to finish off, leave the stitch here. We're going to crochet it using a needle. So here I'm going to cut, leave a small tail to fasten off, and then pull through. So this is our bag. Okay, so now we're going to crochet the handle. So for the handle, leave a tail about 20 centimeters or more. Then we're going to make a slip knot. Then we're going to chain. So I'm going to chain 50 depending on the length of the handle that you want. If you can increase the number of chains for a longer handle, or you can reduce the number of chains. So I'm going to chain 50. So that's 1, sorry, 2, 3, 4. So I have 50 chains here. So we're going to turn our chains, and we're going to be inserting our hook in this back bars here, or the third loops. So you skip the first one here, and then insert your hook into the next one, the second one, grab your yarn, pull through, and then pull through the loop on the hook. So this is slip stitch. Again, in the following, you insert, pull through, and then pull through again. Another one, insert, pull through the loop on the hook. So this is slip stitch. So let's continue with slip stitch up until all the chains are done. So here at the end, you chain 1, and then you turn. So we want to make our handle a bit more thick, so we're going to do another row. So for the next row, you're going to be inserting your hook in the back loop only and crochet slip stitch. So this is the chain 1 that we just did. We skip it, it doesn't count as a stitch. And then into the first stitch in the back loop, grab your yarn, pull through, and then pull through the loop on the hook. So again, we do slip stitch. And the next. Okay, so let's do that up until all the stitches are done. This is our handle, and if you want it to be thicker, you just keep on adding more rows, repeating the previous row that we just did. So here at the end, I'm going to leave another tail again to help us to attach the handle onto the bag. So I've left the tail, so find that we have 2 tails here. Okay. So here, to join, just insert your needle along the edges here, any loop along the edge. So Okay, so our handle is in place. Okay, go on and join the other one like I did here. Welcome back. So this is our bag. I've put a handmade tag here. This is optional, and this is our bag, and it is done. Thank you for watching MirrymasCrafts. Please do subscribe, like, and comment for more videos. Thank you.